Hey everybody, this is Will. I'm going to show you guys how to play Uncaged by Zac Brown Band. It's a really cool song. Obviously, it goes over great in front of a country crowd, but you know what? Even on a straightforward rock night, you can probably pull it out and people will probably think it's pretty cool. Um, it's in E flat standard tuning. So if you're in standard tuning and you want to play it true to Zac Brown Band, drop down half a step. If you're still in E, it's okay. Nothing's really going to change except for the pitch. The pitch will be a half step up. Um, it's actually a really cool song. It's a really fun song to play. I actually like playing it. I only learned it about an hour ago, so bear with me if I do make up a few mistakes. Basically, the first guitar lick is, and I'll try to put this up a little bit closer so you guys can see it. It's pentatonics, basically on the ninth fret. So 9/12, and on the album he goes 9/12 and he hammers off, and then you speed that up a little bit more. That's the first part of that run. The second part of that run, much the same, only you do a little bit of same fret picking and sliding. So, and then there's a tag. So that's the tag at the end of it. So that whole front, that whole first guitar lick, basically. They reference that lick quite a few times in the song. Sometimes they do it with just a stop where it's. You know, like I said, they take that riff and they just kind of dink with it a little bit, every other time they play it. It's actually really cool. One of the cool things I like about Zac Brown Band. A lot of people think that's played down here. It's not. You can hear, if you listen to the album, you can hear the hammer off, and you can hear that low note, that low pitch kind of ring out behind it. That's how you know it's played further up on the register. Okay, the next part is the obviously the strumming part. Now you strum between the chords, basically pretty simple, just power chords, and the first lick of the song. Obviously, I mean, if you're familiar with the song, you're familiar with the form of the song. But basically, you're playing like your E flat 5, or not even with the low E flat. And then you go to basically your A flat, B flat. Now this is one of those parts where the time signature is kind of tricky the way they're working around the meter. It's actually pretty cool once you kind of get used to how it works. But basically it's. And then the riff. Pretty simple. I mean, that's pretty much the whole first half of the song. The only main difference is when you get into where the guitar solo part is. Instead of alternating the E flat, the A flat, and the B flat. Basically, you're just alternating the E flat and the B flat, or the E flat and the A flat. Sorry. So it's that's a pretty simple part of that center section. This is where you're going to want to bring in your pentatonic experience, because this is basically pentatonic 101. Basically, what they do, they're playing the pentatonics not on the 9 like they were before, but they're actually playing it on. Well, I don't know if this is what they're doing. They're a whole lot better than I am, but they're playing pentatonics on the 12th fret. So basically, they're playing it on the octave, and it's. And they play it a couple of different ways, actually. I mean, they do a little half pentatonic run. You know, I mean, they really just kind of mess with it. You know, there's two little half runs in there. One of them, one of the longer runs is. That's also the same run that comes at the very end of the song. The other one is. They're very similar but very different, kind of in the same way. And that's what that is, you know. And basically, just practice those pentatonics. Just if you don't know that pentatonic scale as a guitar player, you need to learn it, because that's all that is. Pretty fun to play. And the rest of the song, there's sort of a breakout where the drummer starts doing his drum solo. Basically what that is you're playing that E minor, and it's basically 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1. That's basically, and they cut right back into the main riff of the song. After that, other than that, everything is pretty much exactly the same. So now I'll play it with the song so you guys can kind of hear how it all works together. Okay, as promised, here is Zac Brown Band Uncaged. I'm playing it standing up, be a little bit more comfortable. there it is.